Hey guys, it's Scholastica here with another update about registering as a nurse in the UK. So this is about the English language requirements. You guys are aware that within the past 2 months or thereabouts, the NMC released an online consultation and invited the public to respond to it about changes to the English language testing method. So they wanted you guys to suggest ways in which they can improve in this, and they had a lot of responses, and they recorded about 34,000 responses. They said it's record breaking, and they are so happy because they've never really had a lot of people participate in their online consultation. So guys, there is news. The news now is that they've made changes, but it's not really the changes that we were expecting. I read through the news publication, and the questions I had at the back of my head were not answered. I had questions like, has Ielts been removed? Do we still need to write OET? What about the scores? Have they been reduced? But those questions were not really answered. So I called NMC UK because I want to hear from the horse's mouth directly. Sorry about that, guys. So guys, if you're watching this video, I want to assume that you are planning to become registered as a nurse in the UK. So you are aware that for you to do that, you have to pass either the Ielts or the OET, and you need at least a score of 7 in speaking, reading, listening, and 6.5 in writing. Now there is another option of combining 2 results, because a lot of people struggle to get these required scores in one sitting. So you can actually combine 2 results, and these results have to be written within the space of 6 months. So one of the proposed changes that NMC is making is that instead of writing these 2 within 6 months, they are going to increase it, so you can actually write them within 1 year, which is good because some people will need extra time to study, gather money for the exam, and then rewrite it. So increasing it to 1 year, it means that you have more chances of getting the required score, which is good. But that was not you guys know that is not what we are looking for, Abby. So another change that they are going to make is that, for people like us that have English as our official language back home. So I'm from Nigeria. English is widely spoken. So many people were taught in English, but English is not our first language, it's our official language. So we still had to write the Ielts or the OET. Now, for people like us that are in that category, so NMC is going to be accepting employer references. It means that if your employer can write a reference letter for you saying that you can communicate effectively in English, then they are going to accept that as your English language proficiency ticks off. So they are not going to do that for everybody, guys. Mind you, you have to still write the Ielts. So I'm not saying that you don't have to write the Ielts anymore. You still have to write the Ielts, but if you are struggling to have the required score, and this is just a minimum, you just have, if you have 0.5 less than the required score, then you can use your employer reference to balance it up, and NMC is going to let you pass through. So you can also get a letter from your principal to say that you were trained in English, your textbooks were in English, your exams were written in English. So if you can get that with your 6.5 in whatever that you are looking for, then you are good to go. So does that mean that Ielts has been reduced? No, Ielts has not been reduced. Ielts has not been removed. You still need to write Ielts. It's just that they are more relaxed now. They are not really rigid and saying you must have 7. You can pass with 6.5, but you need the backing from your employer to say yes, she is good to go. So this is the changes that were made. It's not really what I was expecting, honestly. It's not, but I had an idea though. I had an idea that this was what is going to happen, but I was still kind of praying and hoping that they will say, oh, Ielts done and over with. But guys, it's not like that. So if you know anybody that is struggling to pass Ielts, that has 6.5 and is struggling to have 7, please let them know that they can get an employer reference or go to their school to get a letter from their principal. That is optional anyway, but I think it's going to boost your chances. If you get a letter from your principal to say that your textbooks were in English, you are trained in English, I think NMC is more likely to consider that application. And guys, this is actually going to start taking effect from January 2023. So yeah, that's the new update. I hope the NMC make more changes to the English language proficiency in the future. I hope so, because it's going to really benefit a lot of us. But for now, we can't really complain because they are actually trying to make things better for us. So thank you guys for watching this video, and bye.